We are a financial institution, and what we do is provide investment capital to local Black businesses.
Established in 1982, BAC was formed as a Florida nonprofit community development corporation to help stimulate the economic growth of Liberty City. Through its loan funds, BAC has dispersed over millions of dollars to support the African American Dade County business development.
The BAC was established in 1982 by the local business sector here in Miami-Dade County, and under the auspices of the Greater Miami Chamber of Commerce, the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, and the Governor of Florida's Commission of Revitalization Board, raised $6.7 million to fund this organization. Its initial purpose was to provide jobs in Liberty City as well as to provide loans to Black business people in Liberty City.
The BAC has evolved into three main corporations: BAC Funding Corporation, a nonprofit multi-banking community development corporation; BAC Funding Consortium, a certified CDFI with the United States Treasury's Community Development Financial Institutions Fund; and BAC Urban Initiatives, a for-profit community development organization. All of them collectively form BAC today.
Our primary mission is to help support and develop on a long-term basis a successful entrepreneur business class in South Florida. There are two ways in which we do that. One is to assist them in wealth creation, and the second is to provide the necessary investment capital to help them grow and develop.
The BAC funding history is it's a beautiful history that arose out of tragic circumstances, of course, with the McDuffie riots.
The death toll now stands at 11, with more than 120 persons injured in the riots, looting, and fires of last night and today.
And not only the destruction and devastation to families as well as businesses, homes, and community, but in a lot of ways it was a destruction of hope and the ideas that we could work together to bring ourselves out of current circumstances.
During that time, during the riots, those riots took place here in our community. And my grandmother's message was, hold on, you all are tearing down what's yours. Let's rethink that, and there is a way to protest and not destroy our community.
Here we are with the McDuffie riots. We're in a situation where the population or the demographics was changing as more people left Cuba. More of the white Cubans left and came here, thereby displacing a lot of Black people from a lot of the servile jobs that they had.
And I got the June the 12th, we'll be out of a job here. A lot of people, they said 7,000 people would be out of work.
There was 125,000 Muriel people from Cuba who came here to Miami. And the only way that they could stay here, they had to have a job. We discovered that almost 2,000 Black men lost their jobs overnight because we did not know, I didn't know, that those businesses in Opelika, in the industrial area, were either owned or managed by Cubans.
So a lot of the rioting and that sort of thing was a result of a lot of frustration that the Black community had. Not just the fact that a Black motorist, middle-class guy was shot and the police officers got away with it, arguably. Just the fact that there's that powder keg with the change in demographics and the change in unemployment and the economy suffering.
That unrest caused people to pay attention to something that we as a community had been talking about, but no one cared to listen. And that unrest gave birth to things like BAC funding.
After the McDuffie riots, we know that again showed the disparity in our community. So there were those who came together and said, we need to put a mechanism in place that will uplift the Black community, in particular the business community. So that really is the thrust of the development and the birth of BAC.
My name is Daryl Searcy, CEO and founder of Chandler Campbell & Daschle. We've been in business for 21 years.
So my name is Leighton Brown. Company name is LCN Group. I'm the owner, and we've been in business since 2004.
My name is Vernon Williams. I'm with Brickon Construction Services. I'm co-founder and vice president.
My name is Alvin Brown. I'm the president of Gideon Toll Management Services.
My name is Jean Roberts, and I'm the owner president of New Generation Custom Window Treatment.
The BAC has extended more than $65 million to minority and black businesses in Miami-Dade. Businesses that were unable to get credit facilities at the traditional banks here in Miami and Dade. If it were not for the BAC, many black and minority entrepreneurs would have given up on Miami-Dade.
For purposes of economic and community development and advancement, BAC, in my mind, even before joining, was an indispensable part of this community, and we really need more organizations doing this type of work.
My first loan that I got with the BAC was a $50,000 loan. It helped us with our costs in terms of paying for payroll, paying for materials and stuff, until we can get paid from these larger contractors. So it was a blessing that we were able to get this loan the time we got it through the BAC.
You're trying to help sustain businesses that may be lacking. Sometimes things happen and you need funding and you don't know where to go. The bank won't give you a loan. So we have BAC Funding Corporation that you can go to for small business, because we're here to help the community grow. We're here for economic stimulus and growth for the small business, for African-American business. And it's not just Miami. And I thought for years in just Miami, but then I realized it's the South Florida. We have business that we help us support in West Palm Beach, in Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. So it's helping the communities grow, economic growth for major corporations, and just being there supporting.
I could actually see, touch, feel, and see exactly what the funding and the programs, how it affects and how it changes the community right around me. You know what I mean? When I get out of here, I can kind of sort of drive by and say, okay, you know what? This is funded by BAC. This is funded by BAC. And I know that we're making a tangible difference. So it really brings me a sense of pride, gratitude, and just appreciation. Just appreciation for, leadership, African-American leadership in particular, and the board and everybody that's kind of serves on.
Really and truly, whether you're a small micro business like myself, I say in the micro business universe, or a larger corporation, you need someone to carry your back, because you don't get paid until when the client receives the products and they're satisfied. And BAC Funding Corporation, I really call them BAC Funding Corporation, because they carry my back.
This organization is doing something else very powerful. They're helping so many black businesses to succeed through their loan program that could not find financing anywhere else. Banks had turned them down, credit unions had turned them down. They'd run out of credit card money, and they needed $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, and the BAC was there for them.
In the construction industry, your pay cycles are typically 90 to 120 days, and so that gap financing has helped us grow to now we can do more than one project. The last fiscal year we did 7. A little over 1,000 units, and BAC was instrumental in that growth process.
I went to BAC, we had a contract in hand. They saw the value in that operation. They looked at who we are as persons and not just Social Security numbers. They looked at us, what opportunities we had on the table, and they took it. They took a chance on me, and it was a great opportunity for them. It was a win for them, it was a win for me, and I'm very thankful for BAC funding.
BAC was started to help minority businesses in this area, in Miami, in Miami-Dade County, succeed. And I think the BAC has helped in that respect. So I think that is giving back to the community. And that's the purpose of the BAC. And I think any nonprofit has to be self-sustaining. It can't depend upon the largesse of government or even other nonprofits. It has to have a reason for being, and it has to be able to generate sufficient revenue to be able to take care of its business.
It has always been BAC's mantra to create an opportunity or to create a fund that is self-sustaining so that we don't have to continue to go out and reach out to different foundations. We will continue those efforts, but we'd also like to be self-sustaining so that if those efforts don't reach the peak level that we seek, we're still able to continue our programs and operate in the manner that we would have.
Particularly as it relates to the Black community, it's important that as we continue to build and to grow economic sustainability, that we do so in ways that not only support ourselves individually, our families, and the communities around us.
I think overall, we're doing a tremendous job in this community. We don't do the PR that I guess we should do. And we probably need to tell more of our stories so people know exactly what we've done in this area.